Hey, third hour. Sorry I'm not here today to help you out starting your actual typing of your essay, but hopefully this video will help you out and get you on your way so you're working hard all day today. Third hour, you should be in Computer Lab 2 in the LMC. You've already taken attendance in the classroom. And so this video is to help you out with getting started, and then you've got the rest of the hour to get as much done as you possibly can. So here I am on the classroom. You'll notice that there's a new entry called Lit Circle Persuasive Essay. And if you want to look at that assignment sheet and see what the rubric looks like, it's right here for you. So this is exactly what we handed out to you. Here's our rubric if you want to check out how it's going to be scored, and then some information about how you guys were thinking about ways to classify your essay. But back here on the classroom, you'll notice that there is an open button right here. Now I'm signed in like Jason, so I'm going to pretend like I'm Jason and create this document. So each of yours is going to be slightly different. But when you click that open button, you'll notice it takes you to another place where it has a document created for you with your name after the title. So when you click that title of it, just like I've done, it opens up a pre-formatted MLA document for you. This is a great way to get that starting point for our essay. And it also helps me stay organized because now each of you has it titled the same way and it has your name right there in the title. Now it's got placeholders for you where different items need to go. So you'll just simply highlight over each part and fill in what goes there. So since this is created for Jason, I'm going to go ahead and put Jason's name in there. If you want to hit pause on this video as you go and do the same in your document side by side, that might be a great thing to do. You'll notice up at the top of the screen up here, different tabs have opened up, but you can still always click back to either this video or the classroom or your essay. Professor's name should say Mrs. capital M period space Derby capital D. Our subject name is English 9. And here we're going to actually put our due date of our assignment. Now right now our assignment is due on the 27th of October 2016. Notice in MLA format it goes from smallest to middle to largest. So the smallest unit of time measure they have is a day, then comes the month, and then comes the year. Now up here is where it has page numbers for you, but it does say last name here, so yeah, you need to put your last name there, not Jason's last name, but your actual last name. And then the title of your report. The title should be something kind of catchy. It should not be the title of your book. So maybe if you are working on Unwind, you want to think about Connor makes a narrow escape. Or if you think Peak was a terrible book, you could say Peak falls down hard. Okay. Now anytime we use the title of our book, we want that title of the novel to be in italics. That's how we do that. Not in quotes, not bold, not anything else, not underlined, but italics. So I'm going to highlight the title of the book, Peak, and I'm going to use this I button right up here to put that in italics. So now I have something that's kind of catchy. It's got some attention grabbing here to say, oh, I can kind of tell that this is going to be an essay where it's saying the book is not very good. Alright, now we're ready to begin the essay right here. I've already hit enter just one time and hit tab to start a new paragraph. So you'll begin your essay here with your hook, your link, and your thesis. We wrote a thesis together, so you might want to use that one, but you still need to think of a hook, a catchy fact, an interesting idea or concept. Maybe you want to relate it to current day news. Maybe you go look up a fact, an interesting detail that relates to your novel. Maybe you want to ask a question. but you can start your essay here. So I'm just going to say this is where you put your catchy hook. Once you have your hook there, then you go on to the link. And the link is where you have the title of your book, the author's name, and a brief, like very brief, 1 to 2 sentences, summary of the plot, characters, and action of the book. Remember that the hook can be a couple sentences, 1 or 2. The link is usually 3 to 4 sentences long, so you've got some time to bring me from the hook towards your thesis. Then the last sentence of your intro paragraph is where you have your thesis. And this is something we wrote in class. You can either use the one we wrote in class, the really basic one that says this book is a blank book because it has blank and blank and blank. So you might say Peak is a terrible book because it has a slow plot, uninteresting characters, and a really boring writing style. Then you hit enter, and to start your next paragraph, do not hit the space key. Simply hit the tab key 1 time. See how it jumped my cursor over when I hit that tab key? Hit the tab key 1 time, and now you have a topic sentence for your first body paragraph. Whatever you had up here for your first reason should match this here for your body paragraph. Now remember last week when we took notes about writing a body paragraph, this is a claim. It's not just a fact, it's not just a statement, it's a claim that you're going to prove. And then you're going to prove it, and you're going to use details and examples. And every time you use a specific quote from your book, you'll open quotes. You'll use the quote from your book. Remember, it doesn't have to be dialogue. When we say quote, it just means any specific part that's directly from your novel. So maybe it says something like how Peak was jumping from building to building. Close those quotes, hit space, open parentheses, author's last name, space, page number wherever it showed up, close parentheses, period, and then explain the quote and why it shows what you are trying to prove. Then another sentence or 2 that helps move it along to either your next example or some more proof, or that helps interpret it for me, and finish off that body paragraph. So you might want to have those notes side by side there. The idea of what can go into the intro paragraph, what goes into the body paragraphs, and you are ready to move right along. Keep on working as hard as you can. Feel free to listen to music as you are working on headphones. Try to stay off YouTube, my dear friends. Go for Pandora, go for Spotify, go for something like that, so you aren't tempted to watch videos. Work hard. If you have any questions, drop me an email, derby@wreaths-puffer.org. I'll see if I can get to them. I'll be home in bed, but I do have a computer at home, so I'll try my best. Good luck. Thanks, friends.